I now have the pleasure to welcome two young ladies from the LGBT+Student Association from the University of Luxembourg. And for that, I would like to welcome Rebecca Zolk from Germany and Diana Murillo from Mexico. Welcome, ladies.
Hi.
Let me start with Diana. You have the longest way behind you. You're coming all the way from Mexico to study in Luxembourg. So can you tell us, since when does the LGBT+ association exist and what's the goal?
Our association exists since 2019, and our goal is to campaign for the LGBT rights and to offer a safe space for the LGBT people and organize inclusive events that will promote the respect for our community.
At the university. So basically, yes, just to make sure there is a safe space for all LGBT people at the university and also create events specifically for them later on. Great, thank you very much. Rebecca, Diana just said you are a very young association. You've been founded end of 2019, and then I suppose, like everybody else, COVID hit, so not a lot could be done. But even though I've heard rumors that you are already trying to, not really branch out, but do sub-organizations specifically for certain groups. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so we recently launched a transgender task force. It is one aspect that we feel there can be still quite a few improvements made at the university. And so we are working together with the Inclusion Office of the university to make some changes happen to be more inclusive for transgender people.
That's fantastic. Great news. I wish you all the best in your project. Diana, I mean, it's not every time we get to interview somebody from Mexico at the Luxembourg Pride. So can you tell us in a few words, what is the situation in Mexico compared to Luxembourg?
We still have a lot of homophobia and intolerance.
So there are still transgender people or LGBT people generally being physically attacked in Mexico?
Okay. Especially trans women. It's always verbal violence, and in general bullying, and more or less physical violence.
So in other words, there is still a lot of work to be done in Mexico.
A lot.
Prevention and to explain to people and work against LGBT phobia in general. Okay. Ladies, to wrap this up, can I just ask you, maybe you, Rebecca, where would your association like to be if I could just use a magic wand and we are 5 years later? Where would you want to be in 5 years' time?
So for us, of course, it would be the ideal scenario if the student body knows us. We consist of not only LGBT+ people, but also allies that want to socialize with us, help out, start events, and we can really create a welcoming space for everyone from every country, from every background, where they can feel safe and they can feel welcome. That would be, I guess, our goal. Fantastic.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Diana. All the best for your studies, first of all, but also for your LGBT+ Student Association at the University of Luxembourg and for visiting us today. And if you have any questions or you are a student of the University of Luxembourg and you would like to join the LGBT+ Association, go to facebook.com/uni.lu/LGBT+PLUS or send them an email to lgbt@uni.lu. Thank you for coming again and all the best.